Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ron Cohen.
Thank you. Good evening. May I ask everyone for your attention, please? Shh, 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 shh. Thank you. I have the privilege of representing the Biotechnology Innovation Organization as its current chair, and also as founder and CEO of a biotechnology company, Accorda Therapeutics, right here in New York. Thank you. I paid all of those people. I'd like to build a little bit on the comments that we heard earlier from Joel Marcus and Bill just now. And if you'll forgive me for adding just a somewhat sober note to what is otherwise a very justified celebration of the genius and innovation in this industry, which, to me, reaches for the highest aspirations of human beings, and that is to help the sick, to provide encouragement and solace and healing to people in need. The spiritual mentor of this gathering, Elie Wiesel, emerged from the Jewish tradition, and in the Jewish tradition, it is said that the person who saves a single life, it is as though that person had saved an entire world. If you now multiply how many lives have been saved or improved by the people in this room and our colleagues in a more extended universe throughout our industry, we have saved galaxies, universes of people. Yes, we have. It is an awesome privilege to be able to come to work every day with people who are committed to this sort of mission. I can't imagine a higher purpose in life and something that all of us can look back on years hence and say, you know, we were part of that. We lived a good life. So the sober note is this, and it's been alluded to already. We are in the midst of a great challenge, a great societal challenge. And what is being pointed at is that while we innovate at a rate that is greater than ever before, while we are treating diseases that could never be treated before, while we are healing and curing diseases like hepatitis C and cancers and multiple sclerosis that we could never touch before, while we're doing all that, there are large numbers of people, our fellow human beings, who are not able to get access to the innovations that we are producing. And this has been pointed out and has now reached a bit of a fever pitch, as you know. Part of that is not our responsibility. Part of that lies with other players in the healthcare system, the insurers, the PBMs, the distributors, the hospitals. But part of it most assuredly lies with us, and I would like to point you all to another spiritual guide and mentor of this event, Dr. Roy Vagelos, who in the early 90s, among his many, many other leading achievements, gained fame for bravely publishing a letter in Science, the journal Science, in which he committed Merck to certain behaviors with regard to pricing and with regard to ensuring that every patient who needed the innovations that Merck produced would have access to those innovations. Very recently, another CEO bravely took a page from Dr. Vagelos's example, Brent Saunders at Allergan, and thank you, yes, and publicly went out with a manifesto, his own letter, about what practices Allergan would commit itself to in the name of ensuring that patients had access to the innovations that Allergan would produce. To date, no other company has followed suit. And so while we very rightly celebrate the genius of this industry and all of you and your colleagues in innovating and producing great medicines, I challenge all of us to use the same genius and the same innovative spark to think about and then implement ways in which we can ensure that our fellow human beings who need our innovations all have access to them, because if they don't, it's like a tree falling in a forest when no one can hear it. And so I urge you all of you, and particularly those of you who work at some of the larger and more influential of our industry, the big pharma, the big biotech companies who have a voice that the rest of the other 4,000 smaller companies cannot hope to match, that you impress upon your leadership the need bravely to go forward and take a stand on behalf of our fellow human beings and the people that we seek to serve. And then, if we do that, we will rightly earn the legacy and the meaningfulness of the innovations that we are producing. Thank you all.